P, pupil pin, thin sky. If the block got a scent, it's bleach and rent. If betrayal got a voice, it's a hiss in the vent. Snakes in the hood don't crawl, they blend. Hoodie for skin, wide eyes for friends. Shed skin smiles, leave fangs in the text. Whisper your name, then collect what's next. Snakes in the hood, move soft, pay cheap. Sleep on your couch, then sell you to sleep. If the fuse box hums, that rumor got legs. Count your breaths, watch the floor for eggs. Stairwell echo, memorize shoes. Hear a drag on the S, you could profile move. Mailbox, mouth, sip red ink wine. Lay feet quiet in a thin straight line. Camera got cataracts, blinking in grays. Still reads a posture like a court that weighs. I clock the ones with a handshake cold. Palm don't lie when the nerve runs old. Dice on the milk crate, laugh too wet. Tongues do the math that the pockets won't let. They borrow your story, return it with dents. Sell you in quarters, concrete sense. I fold my plans like a 10 in the sock. Map in the margin of a past due block. Snakes in the hood don't crawl, they blend. Hoodie for skin, wide eyes for friends. Shed skin smiles, leave fangs in the text. Whisper your name, then collect what's next. Snakes in the hood, move soft, pay cheap. Sleep on your couch, then sell you to sleep. If the fuse box hums, that rumor got legs. Count your breaths, watch the floor for eggs. Bench by the lobby, holds witness dust. Footprints testify what mouths won't trust. Bodega fluorescence, buzz like that. False gold gleam with the real stayed wet. Two-faced weather in the quarter water glare. Feel that draft when the brother sends air. They ask what you earning with a grin too wide. Eyes on the keys, not the miles you ride. I answer in silence, violent and cool. Let the floorboards vet who's passing to school. Grandma's flower tent, sugar on top. Rent tucked under where the sweet don't rot. I keep 2 phones, 1 ring, 1 stone. 1 for the world, 1 buried alone. Don't talk loud, drywall learns tongues. Don't flash maps, corners grow lungs. If the vent says psst, close your breath. If the smile says home, audit death. Elevator route, we walk the news. Every land in the page where the plot picks shoes. Snakes got manners when the neon's on. Shake with the right while the left draws dawn. I watch for the loyalty, rap like tape. Tears on command, bargain basement faith. They quote your struggle like a coupon code. Cash out quick on the empathy road. So I practice exits, rehearse my routes. Count for slow when the rumor sprouts. Kettle on coil, I mend with steam. Prayer in the cheap heat, spine in the scene. I don't chase thunder, I portion rain. Store in the jar, what I can't explain. Snakes in the hood don't crawl, they blend. Hoodie for skin, wide eyes for friends. Shed skin smiles, leave fangs in the text. Whisper your name, then collect what's next. Snakes in the hood, move soft, pay cheap. Sleep on your couch, then sell you to sleep. If the fuse box hums, that rumor got legs. Count your breaths, watch the floor for eggs. Polaroids curl on a magnet shrine. Grins hold secrets that don't match time. Hot plate sermon, folding chair pew. We learn which love is a hole in you. Quiet box minutes, spend them on sense. Noise runs tabs, you repay with tense. I keep my circle like a lock with teeth. Turn once slow, feel truth underneath. If loyalty metal, bite down, wait. Paint chips quick, real stays late. Shed skin season, got a calendar grin. I mark my nose, it's where the yes has been. Snakes in the hood don't crawl, they blend. Hoodie for skin, wide eyes for friends. Shed skin smiles, leave fangs in the text. Whisper your name and collect what's next. Snakes in the hood, move soft, pay cheap. Sleep on your couch, then sell you to sleep. If the fuse box hums, that rumor got legs. Count your breaths, watch the floor for eggs. Vent breath fades, radiator ticks. Key turns once, silence signs the ethics. Key turns once, silence signs the
blackout breath, stairwell cough, keys in a fist, jacket off. If silence got rules, we follow the chalk. Fuse box, gospel, low tone, no flex. Plans in a lunch bag, truth by the checks. If the night runs tabs, we pay by the star. Move like a rumor that never gets far. Fuse box, gospel, no shine, all scheme. Eyes right, maps in the feet, red clean. If the siren is a guideline, count your steps. Talk to the dark in accounting terms. Elevator cage stuck on tubes. Stair treads whisper what the rats already knew. Window tape crosses like first aid math. Draft scribbles notes down the hallway's path. Laundry room choir, coins lid clack. Tide box altering a blue milk stack. Peephole moon blink once then freeze. You can hear a lie breathe through the heat pipe wheeze. Old head nod with a rusted key ring. Mind your shoes, kid floors, remember things. Mailbox mouth, chew red ink fines. We fold up pride into lint thin lines. Gas off kettle on a coil that lied. Dinner do laps round a stubborn pride. Fuse box gospel, low tone, no flex. Plans in the lunch bag, truth by the checks. If the night runs tabs, we pay by the scar. Move like a rumor that never gets far. Fuse box gospel, no shine, all scheme. Eyes right, maps in the feet red clean. If the siren is a guideline, count your steps. Talk to the dark in accounting terms. Bench by the lobby keeps witness notes. Graffiti affidavits on a bubble coat. Camera got cataracts, blinks and grays. Still clock shadows like minimum wage. Quarter waters line a bodega sill. Scratch off theology, rent God thrill. I keep two routes, one quick, one plain. One for the panic, one for the rain. Nylon curtain breath, whispers and folds. Kitchen light flicker when the rumor runs cold. Grandma hid rent in the flower tin sleep. Sugar on top like the secret won't speak. Dice tap, Morse on the radiator ribs. Luck pays interest in imaginary bids. If loyalty's metal, bite down tests. Gold paint peels, real weight rests. Don't move eager, corners tally debts. Silence buys minutes, minutes buy nets. If you must talk, let the floorboards vet. Rooftop antennas, pray in the air. Newsprint halos on a folding chair. Concrete archangel, stairwell rail. Palm prints archive where the brave men bail. I chart this block like a ledger with grief. Right off the shine, unmatized belief. Two phones buzzing like twin bad nerves. One for survival, one no one deserves. Check the reflection in the deli glass. Watch your back, write a paragraph. Rent slot machine, quarter eye glare. Pay with the breath, leave with the stare. I practice exits the way quads rehearse. Every what if, filled in a second-hand verse. Fuse box gospel, low tone, no flex. Plans in a lunch bag, truth by the checks. If the night runs tabs, we pay by the scar. Move like a rumor that never gets far. Fuse box gospel, no shine, all scheme. Eyes right, maps and the feet red clean. If the siren is a guideline, count your steps. Talk to the dark in accounting terms. Cheat bulb halo, moths do laps. Arguing they minor, clap back claps. Polaroid edges, curl like lies. Smile stays still while the memory dies. Hot plate sermon, rhyming for two. Steam draw halos on a dinged up blue. We don't post wins, we tally relief. Small joys itemized under brief. I stash a prayer in the cracked soul seam. Walk until asphalt adopts my dream. If fate got fines, we pay in sweat. Trade hours for inches the dawn won't get. Eyes on the peephole, ear to the hinge. Name written light where the darkness binge. Fuse box gospel, low tone, no flex. Plans in a lunch bag, truth by the checks. If the night runs tabs, we pay by the scar. Move like a rumor that never gets far. Fuse box gospel, no shine, all scheme. Eyes right, maps and the feet red clean. If the siren is a guideline, count your steps. Talk to the dark in accounting terms.
Record clicks, building exhales. Keys whisper home and the story stays stale. And together, and together, and together, and together, and together, and together, and together.
So Thursday, 8 p.m. pink slip on the door. Fridge hum loud like it's hiding the war. Sisters in hella clicks, miles feeding nice. Landlord knows it's final, that's the price.
Dirty money, clean receipts, pay the heat, save the week. Cash smell bleach, hands smell sleep. Mouth say grace while the conscience leaks. Dirty money, clean receipts, no parade, no speech. Just lights that stay and a roof that keeps.
Rail said, short shift, no name, small take. Back room of the bodega where the freezer shakes. Old flip phones, chip game cards, loose gold. Pawn shop route like a well-worn road. No Instagram wins, no victory pose. Just the money or the line in the hood that knows. We split the work, he talk, I count. He front the risk, I track the amount. My ass, you sure? I don't lie, I'm sure we eat, that's why. Cash in the flower tin under the spoons. Rent by 7 more quiet afternoons. Sister stops wheezing, pharmacy rings. Bag holds medicine in 2 small wings. Dirty money, clean receipts, pay the heat, save the week. Cash smell bleach, hands smell sleep. Mouth say grace while the conscience leaks. Dirty money, clean receipt, no parade, no speech. Just lights that stay and a roof that keeps. Rules kept tight like knots and rope. Don't brag, don't owe, don't overhope. We move in groceries, not in shine. Bread, rice, fruit, nut, and fine. Tokens for the train, then back by 10. Laundry on spin while I count again. I wash the bills till the ink feels right. Fold them like shirts for the landlord night. In the hallway mirror, I look like Keith, not king, not killer. Just don't let them weep. Real jokes, we up. I answer, we through. We ain't up till the month can't move.
Count mercy in singles. Measure peace by hours. If it buys a breath, it ain't power. Just borrow power.
Yeah. Sting hit Friday, rail ain't show. Static on the line in a quiet go. His cousin whispers, hold water, don't speak. I mop my face with a whole hard week. Detective eyes at the deli glass. They buy a soda, let the question pass. I pick up milk and pay exact. Smile like receipts, can't trace the track. At home, Ma says church called twice. Sister holds triumph, A mine is nice. We clap soft, so the floorboards trust. We eat slow, so the evening adjusts. I lay down flat, put ear to dirt. Hear the block repeat, protect your hurt. Dirty money, clean receipts, pay the heat, save the week. Cash smell bleach, hands smell sleep. Mouth say grace while the conscience leaks. Dirty money, clean receipts, no parade, no speech. Just lights that stay and a roof that keeps. One last drop, 3 bags, 2 calls. Rooftop wind, antenna like claws. I think of Mars shoes lying neat by the mat. Think of the folder with tuition. Scroll flat, rails name Echo. In the mailbox row, I see a cell shadow where summer should go. Phone buzz, double it. I text back, no. Take half by time, let the rest let go. I turn that cash into legal weight. Night shift loading on Pier 8. Cold on the knuckles, honest 8. Pain that you can sleep with and wait. Landlord knocks, I hand him proof. Stamped and straight, no truth aloof. He leaves, Mark cries quiet by the sink. Sister laughs hard, Marker turns pink. Dirty money fed us, but it charged a fee. Interest in fear, penalties in B. I learned to breathe where the sirens live. I learned to keep what I can't forgive. Rail sins word, hold head, I'm fine. County time slow like a broken line. I stash his share with his mother's name. Groceries on Wednesdays, no one to blame. If grace got changed, I pay in chores. Mop up worry from the hallway floors. I still have maps that the night drew tight, but I take a brighter street when it's right. Dirty money, clean receipts, pay the heat, save the week. Cash smell bleach, hands smell sleep. Mouth say grace while the conscience leaks. Dirty money, clean receipts, not proud, not cheap. Just keeping the light on so the kids can sleep. Key turns once, door size shut. Bill stacked flat, stove light cuts. A little warm air from a stubborn vent. Tonight we bought quiet, tomorrow earn the rent.
In 96, no banks, black with bus exhaust, A-train breath under the projects, radiators hissing like snakes, token intermittent note from the school in Mars pocket. If the city had a calculator, it charged interest on air.
Turnstile arithmetic, add breath, subtract fare, multiply hustle, divide who's near. If luck is a token, don't drop it in snow. Count your steps, pay what you owe. Turnstile arithmetic, no crowns, just rent. Stories and receipts, morals and sense.
elevator broke again. 13 flights of lungs. Stairwell echo keeps secrets in tongues. My ties are work shoes. Steam on the glass says school first. Points at the past. Token copper shines like a tiny moon. Breakfast is rhyming, pretending to be noon. Locker smells bleach. The hall monitors yawn. Teacher says focus. The rent says pawn. Nickel passes note after. I'm on Myrtle. He draws a map in the margin like a turtle. I nod but I don't. Head split in two. One side homework, other side do. Nicks on the radio, thin as a wire. Pipe in the ceiling, coughs like a liar. Bell rings brittle. We pour down the stairs. City hands out tests. Nobody prepares. Turnstile of arithmetic. Add breath. Subtract fear. Multiply hustle. Divide who's near. If luck is a token, don't drop it in snow. Count your steps. Pay what you owe. Bodega cat naps on a stack of the news. Owner slides change with overtime blues. Check cash and neon preaching. Maybe auntie in line with the stroller and baby. Payphone code, 2 rings then hang. That's meat by the benches. Beeper slang, Nico got mixtapes. Hand lettered list says 5 for the fire. 10 if it's hits. Transit cops drift like slow grade rain. We talk about futures that look like stain. He says his brother's case ate their gifts. Christmas was coupons and practical shifts. I spot a patrol car mirror our block. Every minute here costs more than a clock. We splitty heads east with a grin too thin. I tuck my token like a smaller sin. Street lights buzz like the SWAT in the cold. Dice slap prayers where the hallway's old. Basement door yawns, rumor steps out. Shots by the deli, somebody shouts. We run without talking, practice from years. Wind peels tears, you didn't plan as tears. On Myrtle, blue lights wash the brick. Nico on the curb with his wrist in a click. His mixtape spill like a deck of last chances. Officer writes truth in impossible tenses. I don't film it, no phones yet for that. Just eyes in a silence like a heavy flat. His mom shows up with the scarf half knotted. Whispers of prayer that sounds like spotted. I fade to the shadows, count breaths and fours. Learn which alleys don't squeak their doors. Back home, all irons in a kitchen of steam. Sister spells tomorrow like a tired dream. I put the tongue on the table by bread. It wakes like a choice, I'll make instead. Turnstile arithmetic, add breath. Subtract fear, multiply hustle. Divide who's near. If luck is a token, don't drop it in snow. Count your steps, pay what you owe. 90s rules carved quiet in paint. Don't brag, it breaks, don't faint. It ain't say bus transfers in the Bible of bills. Hot small joys where the radiators chill. Never say never to a door with a chain. Say please to the super, say no to the stain. Learn which footsteps are loyal to you. Who trades your echo for somebody's view? Keep one clean shirt for meetings with fate. Keep one good lie that you'll never relate. Count favors backwards so debt can't grow. Give what you can without letting it show. Dish pit steam at a diner off Queens Blog. Manager watches like a parolee guard. Cash in hand shift, no questions asked. Grease in the knuckles, pride in the mask. Plates black meter, coffee pours time. I stack small hours into something that's mine. Walkman rattles with a taped off air show. Static between bars like dirty snow. I think of Nico, county grade math. Weeks get priced by the length of a path. I fold my apron like a modest flag. Tuck tip money in a thrifted bag. Token booth glass reflects a thinner me. Turnstile coughs once and lets me be. Home before sunrise, more shoes by the mat. Sister left drawings of a decent flat. I clipped the notice from the oven door. Not paid in full, just not ignored. Turnstile arithmetic, add breath. Subtract fear, multiply hustle. Divide who's near. If luck is a token, don't drop it in snow. Count your steps, pay what you owe. Turnstile arithmetic, 96 code. We carry the winner and lighten the load.
Radiator sighs like it passed a test. Train hum lowers, building rests. City still charges for the right to stay. Tonight I paid in hours and kept some days.
Notice a petition tape, crooked on the door, blue ink like a bruise. Mobb says don't panic, Warhol you already did.
Room 301, where rent turns law, where quiet tries to talk and paper shows claw. If mercy got rules, they're printed small. Sign a line, keep the keys, pray that's all. Marshall's rumored 8 a.m. on Fridays. We count envelopes like that lifeline sideways. I walk model housing court, metal tray beeps, security wands. I worry, file box sleeps, the calendar screen flickers our name in gray. Part H, your holdover, landlord today. Lawyer in a suit with a coffee that knows power. We got a zip top bag and a bus transfer hour. Ma's ankles wrapped, she practices, your honor. I hold the papers like they might get warmer. Room 341, where rent turns law, where quiet tries to talk, paper shows claw. If mercy got rules, they print it small. Sign a line, keep the keys, pray that. Lego lay table, 2 pens, 1 cent. She says breathe, let me translate what they pay. Explains the stipulation, admit but get time. Partial today, schedule the climb. Landlord council nods like he owns oxygen. 30 days cure or possession again. Fine print hunts you with Latin and dates. Everywhere is heavy, every shout waits. I do quick math, tips from the diner. Check cash slip and a favor from minor. My whispers will take it, I circle the room. Find the cashier window like a borrowed bloom. Lunch break mercy, 45 minutes then. I run to the palm with the VCR sin. Clerk weighs time like it's pounds of 10. 25 cash, I nod, tuck grin. Bodega cash is the money order slow. Fee bites twice, I let it go. Back at the courthouse, stairwell breeze. Elevator jam with a bag of please. We hand the receipt, the clerk stamps proof. Paper gets heavier but steadies the roof. Judge says comply, voice tied but straight. Hands back, our future on the staples wait. Room 341, where rent turns law, where quiet tries to talk and paper shows claw. If mercy got rules, are printed small. Sign the line, keep the keys, pray that. 30-day clock like a drum in a sink. My fold schedules on the fridge and ink. I add dish pitch shifts, mop up nights. Walk home steam in a thrifted white. Landlord super counts our steps with ears. We answer doors with receipts, not tears. Sister studies with tokens for tabs. Draws a new bedroom with colors we grab. Week free oven coughs, fuse box dim. Hot plate sermon, patient slim. I juggle tips, slip cash to the can. Label the jar, marshals don't plan. Friday dawn, boots in the hall like a rumor. 2 knocks careful as a funeral rumor. Ma holds the stip, I hold the rest. Super C stamps his smile undressed. Marshall reads dates, checks the seal, says you meant the cure. We show the deal, he writes stay pen like a gate half closed. I live in room breathe where panic froze. They leave the apartment, sits back down. Radiator 1 slow, holy sound. Room 341, where rent turns law, where quiet tries to talk and paper shows claw. If mercy got rules, they're printed small. Sign the line, keep the keys, pray that.
I visit the pawn, my back on tape. Clerk shrugs math, we still escape. Drop groceries at Miss Park 4B. She signed the same line last week. I see we swap advice like coupons of calm. Keep copy, she says embalm. Letters in a shoebox, dates in a row. Names of clerks who are kind when slow. If the city is a landlord with a judge for a face, we learn to write smaller inside their space. Not clean, not heroic, just stubborn and rent. We purchased a month, next month's intent. Room 341, where rent turns law, where quiet tries to talk and paper shows claw. If mercy got rules, they're printed small. Sign a line, keep the keys, pray that's all. 341, no crowns, no song. Just proof you can stay when the math feels wrong. Staple, bruise on the corner of hope. Key turns once, the table inherits our breath, and the notice becomes a coaster. Winter 9-7 platform, sort like ground up teeth. The 7 train hum is a tied animal. Payphone cord twisted like a lie. You keep telling if the city's a judge, the booth glass is its eyelid. Count what you keep, not what you take. If the math saves breath, that's the stake. Choking window mercy, blink once if it's hot. Tap twice if the block forgot. Job fell
walk through at the loading dock. Season done, Mobb's like Bill turn orange. Sis needs an inhaler run. Freddie said short wall, clean drop, you good. Pointed at the radiator, notice they don't take should. We met under Roosevelt, gum spit constellations. Bodega cat asleep on lottery expectations. He handed a manila like a cough you hide. 2 stops down, token booth, left side. I asked who's in the booth, he said old lady smiles. Tape on her glasses, knows all our miles. I wasn't built for hero or headline light. Just wanted our heat to win one night. Count what you keep, not what you take. If the math saves breath, that's the stake. Token window mercy, blink once if it's hot, tap twice if the block forgot. Miss Alvarez in the glass knit hat, tire hands, stickers on the paint, exact fare, no change, rubber bands behind her, a radio whispering double BLS, a stack of transfers like thin blue stress, 2 cops by the turnstile pretending to be bored, shoelaces spotless, posture like a cord. I slid $1 for 1 token, eyes steady, manila close to the coat seam, fingers ready. She looked at me once like a grandmother does math, tapped the window twice, small mercy on a path. That wasn't the plan, that was a weather report. Don't sail, there's teeth in that port. I ghosted the platform, took stairs to the street. Breath made smoke, breath made heat. Freddie called the pager, 911 hurry. I fed the payphone quarters that smelled like worry. Cops, he said, I said maybe the air felt wired. He laughed wrong, we needed this, I'm tired. Kid named Malik ran past with a Knicks beanie low, hands full of coins, chasing the last train snow. I saw his mother years ago, fold mercy in the bag. Saw how rent collects names like flags. I made a choice that wasn't brave, just exact. Put the manila in a metro section, folded, stacked inside a newsstand slot where the clerk naps noon. Wrote, found property, call afternoon. Count what you keep, not what you take. If the math saves breath, that's the stake. Token window mercy, blink once if it's hot, tap twice if the block forgot. Freddie got nabbed by the deli that night. Not for the package, for the way he shines too bright. New jacket, new laugh, old pattern on loop. Transit plane close, reads hunger like soup. Detective asked me, you ride that line? I said 2 fares, job board trying to find. He stared at my shoes like they were affidavits. Salt lines on the leather survivals, little statements. Miss Alvarez blinked slow when I passed next day. Slid me a flyer, Pier 13, night shift pay. On the back, a smiley face drawn with a shaky pen. The closest thing to a sermon I'd heard since then. I called the number on the ad, they said steel toe boots on his hurt, cold wind, stack crates. Roots after shift, I stopped by Freddie's mom with fruit and rice. Left cash on the stove, didn't preach twice. Ma asked, you alright? I said enough to keep warm. Sister slept easy, the radiator changed form. I still take the 7, sometimes pockets thin. Past the booth glass, Miss Alvarez, same grin. We don't talk about the envelope, I didn't move. About the math that night, about margin of proof. Not clean, not safe, the shoes are where to bend. Buying back minutes I can hand to a friend. Turnstiles, tally steps, boots count eyes. Mercy is a small tap that edits a night. Count what you keep, not what you take. If the math saves breath, that's the stake. Token window mercy, blink once if it's hot, tap twice if the block forgot. Train exhales, platform shakes off ice. Key in our door turns once. Quiet at a price. Train exhales, platform shakes off ice. Key in our door turns once. Quiet at a price. Train exhales, platform shakes off ice. Key in our door turns once. Quiet at a price. Train exhales, platform shakes off ice. Key in our door turns once. Quiet at a price. Quiet at a price. Quiet at a price. Quiet at a price.
Boiler car, elevator stuck on 3. Peephole, pupils needle thin, cold as keep. If silence has a tongue, it speaks and leaks. Copper wire confessions, low talk, no shine. Maps in the margins, plans in a line. If the night writes debts, we balance with grit. Breathe on the numbers till the frost turns spit. Copper wire confessions, stare, hush, slow step. Eyes like safeties, palms clean, no rep. If the siren is a metronome, count your fear. Move like a rumor that nobody hears. 5th floor winter, radiator prayer. Tape on the window like stitches in air.
Mailbox mouth spit red ink threats. Rent God hungry, no budget for nets. We learn shoe prints like faces and names. Which ones whisper, which ones play games. Fuse box altar, candle and chalk. Door chain grammar, periods and talk. Camera with cataracts, blinking too slow. A blind little guy that still wants to know. I fold up hope like a $10 bill. Slip it in a sock under laundry chill. Crumbs in a backpack, Bible of receipts. We buy more minutes so the week repeats. Copper wire confessions, low talk, no shine. Maps in the margins, plans in a line. If the night writes debts, we balance with grit. Breathe on the numbers till the frost turns spit. Copper wire confessions, stare hush, slow step. Eyes like safeties, palms clean, no rep. If the siren is a metronome, count your fear. Move like a rumor that nobody hears. Brown bag prophecy, daily scale truth. Weights don't snitch, they know how to soothe. Bench by the bus stop, parole of the day. Warm breath halos when your luck go gray. Polaroids fade on the fridge with tape. Smiles look haunted when they try to escape. I keep 2 phones, one honest, one vague. One for the job, one buried in plague. Dice talk Morse on a slanted stoop. Dreams count coins like a prison troop. If loyalty's metal, we test it with teeth. Fake gold sings when it hits concrete. Apartment orchestra, arguments pans. Steam backs up like a guilty plan. Don't move, loud floors, remember feet. Walls keep diaries of who crossed who. If you gotta speak, let the dust translate. Hoodie up, ear to the hallway seam. You can hear the plot breathe between beams. Old heads gamble with borrowed blood. New kids remix the word flood. I make a lane out of crumbs and breath. Practice exits like rehearsing death. Door peephole moons, nickel light glow. Shadows wear names if they don't wanna show. Grandma kept rent in the flour tin. Sugar disguises the things we've been. I mark a map on a past due slip. Reroute the night so the snare don't trip. If hope had locks, I'd pick with a prayer. Slide the boat quiet so the day gets air. Copper wire confessions, low talk, no shine. Maps in the margins, plans in a line. If the night writes debts, we balance with grit. Breathe on the numbers till the frost turns spit. Copper wire confessions, stare, hush, slow step. Eyes like safeties, palms clean, no rep. If the siren is a metronome, count your fear. Move like a rumor that nobody hears.
Cold water dishes, late shift soap. Knuckles get sermons when they run out of hope.
Streetlight blink like it's nod and nah. Cats on a dumpster, graded by scars. We don't post trophies, we post bail. Count every win like a fragile nail. Quiet is currency, spend it in storms. Noise gets taxed by the landlord's forms. I sleep with shoes near the door's first hinge. Dreams got warrants, they try to binge. If fate got fines, we pay in sweat. Whole block co-sign what the night won't let. Copper wire confessions, low talk, no shine. Maps in the margins, plans in a line. If the night writes debts, we balance with grit. Breathe on the numbers till the frost turns spit. Copper wire confessions, stare, hush, slow step. Eyes like safeties, palms clean, no rep. If the siren is a metronome, count your fear. Move like a rumor that nobody hears. Key in the lock, throat clear, door side. Radiator ticks. And the building keeps us live.
Subway burp under the projects, rattles pots. Payphone cord twisted like a plot. Pages chirp numbers, no vowels, just nerves. Streetlight buzz writes cursive on curbs. Beepers and tokens, brown bag hope. Hallway codes, low talk, then rope. If the night kept tabs, we paid in breath. Walk like a rumor, step round death. Beepers and tokens, 4 flights slow. Ceiling paint, snow on winter coats. If the siren's the chorus, hum off beat. Eyes like safety, shoes on sleep. Starter jacket shine with a thrift store scar. Laces in the Timbs, whole winter like tar. Crack hoop, metal sing, chain link blues. Milk Freight nets catch hand-me-down news. Dice on the stoop, loose quarters confess. 40 in a paper bag, label says stress. Bench by the bus stop, judges what's real. Token in the palm like a nickel-made shield. Corner store glass got fingerprints, prayers. Loose single smell like radiator airs. Mailbox mouth sip red ink wine. Late feast sermon in a straight cold line. Beavers and tokens, brown bag hope. Hallway codes, low talk, thin rope. If the night kept tabs, we paid in breath. Walk like a rumor, step round death. Beepers and tokens, 4 flights slow. Ceiling paint, snow on winter coats. If the siren's the chorus, hum off beat. Eyes like safety, shoes on sleep. Dubbing cassettes, pause tape wars. Static wear crowns on the living room floor. Rabbit ear TV with the coat hanger pose. VHS lines make the picture hold. Check cash and neon hums maybe. Crib smell bleach, auntie rock baby. EBTQ with a paperback psalm. Mom do doubles with a bus stop calm. Payphone collect, 3 rings hang. Cold form out in the beeper slang. Stairwell calendar, past due. Socks over steam vents, borrow that heat through. Low talk, low talk, slow walk. Floors remember feet. If the walls lean in, let the dust repeat. Polaroids curl on the fridge like Val. Smiles try hard, but the corners say how. Bulletproof glass between thanks and change. Owner no names, but keeps the range. Token flip tails in a wool cap brim. Train doors clap like a metronome hymn. Shorty sell candy for a league he can't join. Vials on the curb turn daylight to coin. Two-way beat for a 3911. Numbers talk louder than anyone. I keep a route through the lobbies like math. Which cameras blink slow, which dogs guard path. Beepers and tokens, brown bag hope. Hallway codes, low talk, thin rope. If the night kept tabs, we paid in breath. Walk like a rumor, step round death. Beepers and tokens, 4 flights slow. Ceiling paint, snow on winter coats. If the siren's the chorus, hum off beat. Eyes like safety, shoes on sleep. Laundry room gospel, quarters lid clap. Spin cycle halos, lint trap maps. Pigeon wire halos on rooftop signs. Sneakers on the phone line, somebody's shrine. Nokia brick buzz, snake game pause. Court chalk ghost where the chain net was. Mixtape vendor with a folding crate. Handwritten track list decide your fate. Cold water dishes, hot plate faith. We season our silence with a dime store grace. Grandma hid cash in a flower tin sleep. Sugar like snow where secrets keep. Beepers and tokens, brown bag hope. Hallway codes, low talk, thin rope. If the night kept tabs, we paid in breath. Walk like a rumor, step round death. Beepers and tokens, 4 flights slow. Ceiling paint, snow on winter coats. If the siren's the chorus, hum off beat. Eyes like safety, shoes on sleep. Radiator ticks, count down the rent. Key slides in, careful event. Tape pops, loop clicks, building size. 96 lives on in the hallway's eyes. Disconnection notice on the oven door. Orange as a bruise, you can't hide. I didn't sell my soul once, I sold it in pieces. 20 for the light bill, 40 for the heat. Signed with the alien invisible ink. Paid with my sleep so my people can eat. I didn't sell my soul once, I sold it in installments. Small quiet trades on the stairs at night. Kept the receipts in a flower tin pocket, counting the cost by the flicker of lights.
Dante came by with the paper bag gospel, said no sermons, math, pointed at the orange notice. They don't take prayers for that. He wasn't a villain, just fluent in winter. Knew which doors ate men and which doors fed dinner. I checked Ma's hands swollen from the night shift sink. Sis wheezing soft, the inhaler running thin. I told the corner no, it grinned later. Then later wore my jacket and learned my behavior. First piece I pawned was just an errand with the code. Walking to the bus stop, pass it like a note. No bravado, no change, just the hush of a plan. Street shook my wrist like a note. I reached
Sell
out.
my soul once, I sold it in pieces. 20 for the light bill, 40 for the heat. Signed with the alley and invisible ink. Paid with my sleep so my people can eat. I didn't sell my soul once, I sold it in installments. Small quiet trades on the stairs at night. Kept the receipts in the flower tin pocket, counting the cost by the flicker of light.
It started clean, no corners, just corners of envelopes. Post office, money orders with trembling hope. Groceries looked holy when the cart rode home. Sis laughed between breath, Ma's eyes went warm. I washed the bills with dish soap like sins, laid them on towels, prayed through my grin. Dante said, see, the block ain't a devil, it's rent. But every blessing had a hush on it, you could smell. I started hearing the hallway like a judge with notes. Which footsteps felt hungry, which ones wore coats. I learned new math, distance, time, silence. Longer the route, the cheaper the violence. Second piece I sold was my name in the mirror. Stop telling the truth about what got clear.
Sell my soul once,
I sold it in pieces. 20 for the light bill, 40 for the heat. Signed with the alley and invisible ink. Paid with my sleep so my people can eat. I didn't sell my soul once, I sold it in installments. Small quiet trades on the stairs at night. Kept the receipts in the flower tin pocket, counting the cost by the flicker of lights. Winter raised interest like a loan shark sky. Electric company prayed louder than we cried. Auntie said faith, the landlord said date. Street said hush and I signed for the wait. Dante started wearing the kind of laughs that cost smiles that cash out in someone else's loss. We did a midnight ride on a bus line ghost. Dropped 2 bags where the payphone post. A squad car yawned at the corner then bit. Dante turned shadow, I turned arithmetic. I split down an alley with ribs full of math. Every step a receipt for a narrower path. Third piece I sold, the part that sleeps. I traded my doze for a door that keeps. News came thin, Dante's cuff, small charge, big bail. County like a spreadsheet with human nails. His mom at the church with the jar by the door. Whole block tithing to a different lord. I counted what I owed to the hands that taught me. Paid for his commissary, paid for the warning. Detective at the deli asked, you seen him around? I answered with milk, never looked down. At home, Ma didn't ask, she ironed quiet. Sis practiced spelling with the stubborn pilot. 4th piece I sold was the luxury of blame. Kept my mouth shut and carried it as
sell my soul once,
I sold it in pieces. 20 for the light bill, 40 for the heat. Signed with the alley and invisible ink. Paid with my sleep so my people can eat. I didn't sell my soul once, I sold it in installments. Small quiet trades on the stairs at night. Kept the receipts in a flower tin pocket, counting the cost by the flicker of light. A loading dock foreman said, you work like a storm. Gave me a badge with the barcode form. Night shift cold, but the ache made sense. Honest pain you could sleep through and rinse. I still had routes in my head like scars, but I started replacing them with pallet jacks and bars. I took a last envelope to the church back pew, slid it under the jar for the time we blew. Called Dante's mom on a borrowed flip. Said groceries on Wednesday, then let that sit. The block kept humming like a bookmark prayer, but I turned the page with 2 clean hands there. 5th piece I kept was the one that forgives. Not what I did, but my reason.
I didn't
live.
sell my soul once,
I sold it in pieces. 20 for the light bill, 40 for the heat. Signed with the alley and invisible link. Paid with my sleep so my people can eat.
I'm on 7. Yeah, I'm on 7. Yeah. Glass booth, algebra, count breath, count wrist. Hold steady, do the math that the night won't fix. If the stamp says paid, but the soul ain't calm, keep the ledger honest with a shaking palm.
That's what it shows. Algebra, count breath, count wrist. Hold steady, do the math that the night won't fix. If the stamp says paid, but the soul ain't calm, keep the ledger honest with a shaking palm.
Yeah, morning shift keys way more than they look.
Tally tape curls like a nervous book. UV lamp, counterfeit pen, log sheet neat. Next to the slot, rubber bands, cold feet. Miss Wade trains me, no rush, no fear. Bills carry stories, listen with your ear. Regulars line up with a week in their hands. Restaurant grease, drywall sands, nurse shoes, bus fumes, cologne from a wake. People turn hours into something you can take. Behind me, a radio whispers weather and Knicks. Out front, a calendar counts quiet tricks. Glass booth, algebra, count breath, count wrist. Hold steady, do the math if the night won't fix. If the stamp says paid, but the soul ain't calm, keep the ledger honest with a shaking palm. Glass booth, algebra, count breath, count wrist. Hold steady, do the math if the night won't fix. If the stamp says paid, but the soul ain't calm, keep the ledger honest with a shaking palm.
Reek shows up noon with a paycheck grin. Fresh barber lines, eyes doing spin. We bled on the same stairwells once, shared rhyming, split the tensions, dumb stunts. He slides a payroll check with a shrug like help. Says the site closed early, boss changed belts. Watermark, eagle looks tired, off center tilt. Signature shines like it never felt guilt. I flick the UV lamp, the paper stays mute. Mag strip stutters like a bad pursuit. Where'd you get this? I ask in throat, low math. He stares through the glass like it owes him a path. Short week, bro miles. Rent on Monday, you got me. One time I fix it, come Sunday. Everything slows, Miss Way at the side desk balancing floats. Security mirror watching like a goat. Two transit cops buy coffee next door. Their laughter walks through the checkerboard floor. I remembered his mother's hallway with the peeling saints. How she hid hope under grocery paints. I think of Mars ankles, the orange bill glare. Sisters inhaler doing small square air. I can stamp it now, take a little heat, or I could say no and make the weak bleed. Glass between us feels like a verdict skin. There's a version of me that just lets them win. Glass booth, algebra, count breath, count wrist. Hold steady, do the math if the night won't fix. If the stamp says paid, but the soul ain't calm, keep the ledger honest with a shaking palm. Batch glass booth, algebra, count breath, count wrist. Hold steady, do the math if the night won't fix. If the stamp says paid, but the soul ain't calm, keep the ledger honest with a shaking palm. I write a note on a post-it, come back at 4. Slide it under a receipt like a basement door. Out loud I say system slow, machine needs rest. Tap twice on the glass, quiet warning in jest. He reads the code, the old language sticks. Stairwell taps from the schoolyard clicks. He pockets the check, mouth hard as lock. Nods once, leaves slow, blends into the block. Miss Way asks nothing, just shifts a stack. The mirror exhale gives my breathing back. At 4 he returns with the cheaper face. Not Reek, his cousin, faster lace. I stamp note with a clerk, small power. Practice mercy like a winter flower. 2 days later, Deli TV hums news on mute. Mugshot shadow that looks like Reek's suit. Not to check something else, a rush too loud. He learned that cops count jokes in crowds. I walk to his mother's with a grocery bag. Leave rice, oil, a little cash, no brag. She says he's stubborn like his father's chin. I nod, hear a him where the pipes have been. Back at the booth, a man drops bills that smell like bleach. Says count fast like speed can teach. I count slow, every 10 a chord. If the money sings wrong, I press record. Glass booth, algebra, count breath, count wrist. Hold steady, do the math that the night won't fix. If the stamp says paid, but the soul ain't calm, keep the ledger honest with a shaking palm. Inspector shows Monday with a clipboard face. Ass randoms, checks, draws, audits, pace. My totals land true like a bus at curb. No shine in the eyes, just a line to serve. He points at the camera, this save you kid. The times line up with the thing he did. It ain't victory, just a smaller debt. A day without fire in a city that's wet. I clock out late, pockets light but clean. Walk past laundromat steam like a safer scene. Buy more oranges with the little I can. Watch his draw houses with a purple pen. Recalls from the island 3 weeks in. Says you could've stamped it, you my kin. I say I did the math that kept both of us fed. I won't buy breath if it costs your head. Silence on the line like a static prayer. Then a cough that sounds like the county air. I mail him books with a money order thin. Tell his mom Wednesdays I'll drop things in. On payday I pull my bills like small apologies. Stacked up by envelopes labeled realities. Some nights the glass still mirrors a thief. The version of me who cash short relief. I nod to him once, then turn off the lamp. Let the calendar breathe without that stamp. Gate clacks down, tally tape sleeps with another M.
Night shift at the charter school 3 blocks off Myrtle. Custodian badge on a lanyard that used to be your promise. Floor wax smell like clean lies. If the city asked where I was pushing silence in figure eights. My bucket alibi, crew says, street says proof.
Shine down the hallway while the dark trials moves. If the rent needs magic, the broom learns math. Keep the keys on my belt and the devil off pad.
Janitor gig came with keys and a map. Which lights buzz, which doors bite back. Mr. G on security naps with the game on mute. I learned the rhythm of cameras like a substitute. My cousin Tino said, one errand, clean hands, feed Mars medicine. Pay light bills, no fans. Leave the bag in the music room, cello case. Passcode, chalk faint on the radiator brace. I told him I got rules, no kids in the splash. He said it's only paper, cousin just cash. But paper always has fingerprints you can't see. I felt them tap my ribs like a second set of keys.
My bucket alibi says say, street says proof. Shine down the hallway while the dark tries moves. If the rent needs magic, the broom learns math. Keep the keys on my belt and the devil off pad.
My bucket alibi says say,
street says proof. Shine down the hallway while the dark tries moves. If the rent needs magic, the broom learns math. Keep the keys on my belt and the devil off pad.
Thursday, fire alarm drill at 8:45. Kids line up like notes on a staff to survive. I'm in the music room, lights low as a cough. Case open, felt like a church taking a day off. Brown envelope slips in like a quiet sin. Chalk code, half erased where the rust begin. On the way out, I see boots with 2 clean soles. Construction brand new, but the lace is told. Undercover has a smell, detergent and plan. Eyes doing inventory of the shape of a man. I clock his watch face, reflecting the recorders. File it next to leave 10 minutes earlier, different order.
2 weeks smooth, rent turn neutral gray. Ma's ankle stops swelling, we breathe halfway. I keep the mop in motion, like a lot it works. Clean path, dirty choice, this is how debt lurks. Tino gets louder, we can double his route. Loud draws oxygen, cops can't live without. He shows a new phone, fresh jacket shine. Forgot the rule about any straight line in a cafeteria freezer. A hinge squeaks wrong, Mr. G's nap breaks. The hallway feels long, he radios, you good? A joke about mice, add laughter ledger. Pay with slice.
My bucket alibi says safe, street says proof. Shine down the hallway while the dark tries moves. If the rent needs magic, the broom learns math. Keep the keys on my belt and the devil off pad.
Parent teacher night, traffic of coats. Questions like homework about other folks' notes. Tino text urgent, last minute switch. Music room lock, use nurse's fridge. That ain't protocol. My stomach reads red. Undercover boots in the trophy case thread. I stall with a spill in the science lab sink. Pull the fire door half, take 30 to think. Mr. G says sprinkle his glitch sometimes. Smiles like a man who's seen these rhymes. I go to the nurses, lights hum wrong. Thermometer blinking like a metronome song. Bag in the icebox, note on the tray. Leave the door cracked, 2 minutes, okay? I shut it instead, take the stairs to the roof. Watch the block breathe truth without proof.
Sirens arrive like answers I didn't say. Tino in cuffs by the side gate, great. He looks at me once, no blame, just math. 2 paths diverging, inflorescent rap. Detected boots, step where the scuff marks fade. Ask me, you seen anybody with a blue blade? I point at the leak in the ceiling tile seam. Let water be witness, let silence redeem. They search the fridge, find nothing but ice. My pulse counts, rent in a bottle with price. I clock out early, hand keys with care. Mr. G nods once, message in a stare.
My bucket alibi, clock says street says proof. Shine down the hallway while the dark tries moves. If the rent needs magic, the broom learns math. Keep the keys on my belt and the devil off pad.
I visit Tino's mom with groceries and sleeves. Tell her the hours I owe, what the story believes. No saint speak, just lists. Rent, meds, soup, rice, mercy is arithmetic. Pay twice, my ass, why I quit? I don't say cop, I say my back hurt. I found a dock, loading pallets at Pier 11 in cold blue light. Honest ache, you can sleep through at night. I keep the mob though. Lean by the door, reminder how quiet can bargain with war. If the city asked where I was washing the floor, learning the price of an unlocked door.
My bucket alibi, clock says say Astro. Shine down the hallway while the dark tries moves. If the rent needs magic, the broom learns math. Keep the keys on my belt and the devil off pad. Floor try slow keys, breathe out, breathe out. Some lies, low clean, low clean. I choose the ones I can live with, and sweep the rest in the doubt. Every
rooftop-cipher, hallway sleepwalk, peephole pupil, still nerves, low talk, keys in a fist, footsteps count 4. If the night has rules, we write them on the door.
Cold stairwell doctrine, move quiet, move mean. Eyes on the corners, hands stay clean. If the dark kept ledger, we balance the debt. Breathe through the panic, cash out the threat. Cold stairwell doctrine, no boats, no scene. Grief in the pockets, hope folded between. If the siren is a lullaby, learn how to sleep. Dreams in the ceiling, paint secrets in deep.
Elevator broke, so the news walk stairs. Rent due flies like confessionaires. Dice slap metal on laundry lids. Spin cycles, hum for the corner kids. Buzzers speak codes, door chains sing. Brown bag sermons with a nickel ring. Fuse box stash and a peel paint dent. Hunger write memos in the ribs, no scent. Neighbors talk curtains, not lips, be wise. You can read a whole plan in somebody's eyes. Streetlight flicker like a nervous judge. Pavement keeps score where apologies smudge. My shadow cut corners a second too soon. I step with the ghost like we share one shoe. Murmur of the block in a busted AC. Night keeps receipts stapled under my sleeve. Cold stairwell doctrine, move quiet, move mean. Eyes on the corners, hands stay clean. If the dark kept ledger, we balance the debt. Breathe through the panic, cash out the threat. Cold stairwell doctrine, no boast, no scene. Grief in the pockets, hope folded between. If the siren is a lullaby, learn how to sleep. Dreams in the ceiling, paint secrets in deep. I memorize footfalls from the lobby to 4. Which ones argue, which ones go to war. Mailbox mouths with the red ink tongue. Late feet choir where the broke gets sung. Camera with a cataract above the stoop. Blind eye blinking to the hallway loop. I count my air like it costs per breath. Time got teeth when it tastes like that. Cold front in the lungs, warm print on the glass. If the plan feel loud, let the moment pass. I keep a map in the margin of a past due note. Root through the week like a tugboat tow. No selfies in danger, no trophies for pain. Just a pocket of names I refuse to stain. Eyes like safeties, never off guard. Even blessings get frisked in the project yard. Don't move sloppy, static got ears. Quiet by seconds, seconds by years. If you must talk, let the floorboards learn. Even your whisper can make corners turn. Cheap bulb halo on a rusted grate. We barter in minutes cause the hours won't wait. Money smell bleach and rubber band dust. Lies wear perfume, loyalty's crust. 2 phones, 1 face, split troops in half. I've seen a friend turn whisper in a photograph. Window gate rattle like a subway line. We treat time careful like a chalked out sign. Grandma kept rent in a flower tin. Sugar and secrets folded in. I learned the math of surviving the night. Subtract what's flashy, add what's right. If luck got legs, it dogs in place. If fate got a key, it tests your face. I don't chase noise, I curate silence. Make it hold me down like mutual violence. Cold stairwell doctrine, move quiet, move mean. Eyes on the corners, hands stay clean. If the dark kept ledger, we balance the debt. Breathe through the panic, cash out the threat. Cold stairwell doctrine, no boast, no scene. Grief in the pockets, hope folded between. If the siren is a lullaby, learn how to sleep. Dreams in the ceiling, paint secrets in deep. Midnight groceries, ramen and air. Hot plate wisdom, fold out chair. Calendar squares with a wolf thin grin. A box out doubt with a south side chin. Throwback radios, preach static and bass. We shuffling code, keep rhythm off face. Stoop chessboards with milk crate kings. Checkmate comes wearing borrowed rings. I stash a prayer where the shoe sole split. Walk it till it earns every word I spit. If tomorrow got locks, I study the key. If shame got a mirror, I won't let it see me. I'm past the parade, past cheap shine. Past that line where brag turns fine. This is discipline, dressed like hunger and grit. No gloss, just a life I refuse to quit. Cold stairwell doctrine, quiet move mean. Eyes on the corners, hands stay clean. If the dark kept ledger, we balance the debt. Breathe through the panic, cash out the threat. Cold stairwell doctrine, no boast, no scene. Grief in the pockets, hope folded between. If the siren is a lullaby, learn how to sleep. Dreams in the ceiling, paint secrets in deep. Radiator side door chain kiss. Keys whisper home. In the night, minds his business. Radiator side door chain kiss. Keys whisper home. In the night, minds his business. Radiator side door chain kiss. Keys whisper home. In the night, minds his business. rattles pots. Payphone cord twisted like a plot. Pages chirp, numbers, no vowels, just nerves. Streetlight buzz, writes cursive on curbs.
Beepers and tokens, brown bag, hope. Hallway codes, low talk, then rope. If the night kept tabs, we paid in breath. Walk like a rumor, step round death. Beepers and tokens, full flight slow. Ceiling paint, snow on winter coats. If the sirens, the chorus, hum off beat. Eyes like safety, shoes on sleep. Starter jacket shine with a thrift store scar. Laces in the Timbs, hold winter like tar. Crack hoop metal, sing chain link blues. Milk crate nets, catch hand-me-down news. Dice on a stoop, loose quarters confess. 40 in a paper bag, label says stress. Bench by the bus stop, judges what's real. Token in the palm like a nickel-made shield. Corner store glass, got fingerprints, prayers. Loose single smell like radiator airs. Mailbox mouth, sip red ink wine. Late fee sermon in a straight cold line. Beepers and tokens, brown bag, hope. Hallway codes, low talk, thin rope. If the night kept tabs, we paid in breath. Walk like a rumor, step round death. Beepers and tokens, full flight slow. Ceiling paint, snow on winter coats. If the sirens, the chorus, hum off beat. Eyes like safety, shoes on sleep. Dubbing cassettes, pause tape wars. Static wear crowns on the living room floor. Rabbit ear TV with the coat hanger pose. VHS lines make the picture hold. Check cash and neon hums maybe. Crib smell bleach, auntie rock baby. EBTQ with a paperback psalm. Mom do doubles with a bus stop calm. Payphone collect, 3 rings hang. Code for I'm out in a beeper slang. Stairwell calendar, past due. Socks over steam vents, borrow that heat through. Low talk, slow walk. Floors remember feet. If the walls lean in, let the dust repeat. Polaroids curl on the fridge like vows. Smiles try hard, but the corners say how. Bulletproof glass between thanks and change. Owner no names, but keeps the range. Token flip tails in the wool cap brim. Train doors clap like a metronome hymn. Shorty sell candy for a league he can't join. Vials on the curb turn daylight to coin. Two-way beat for 3911. Numbers talk louder than anyone. I keep a route through the lobbies like math. Which cameras blink slow, which dogs guard path. Beepers and tokens, brown bag, hope. Hallway codes, low talk, thin rope. If the night kept tabs, we paid in breath. Walk like a rumor, step round death. Beepers and tokens, full flight slow. Ceiling paint, snow on winter coats. If the sirens, the chorus, hum off beat. Eyes like safety, shoes on sleep. Laundry room gospel, quarters lid clap. Spin cycle halos, link trap maps. Pigeon wire halos on rooftop signs. Sneakers on the phone line, somebody's shrine. Nokia brick buzz, snake game pause. Court chalk ghost where the chain net was. Mixtape vendor with a folding crate. Handwritten track list decide your fate. Cold water dishes, hot plate faith. We season our silence with a dime store grace. Grandma hid cash in the flower tin sleep. Sugar like snow where secrets keep. Beepers and tokens, brown bag, hope. Hallway codes, low talk, thin rope. If the night